Going handheld for just a couple of minutes here because you aren't going to be able to see a lot from the camera angle I'm able to set up, but I wanted to show you what the setup looks like. I did take just a cleanup pass on the register, so I have the DRO set to what the measurement of that is, 3.804. And I'm going to be turning with a target of 3.740. I have the lock line vacuum hose connected to the shop vac, and the nozzle at the cutting area. That seems to be doing a good job. I do have a fairly long stick out on a left-hand tool because I can't reach that far. Took a lot longer to set up than I thought it was going to. I am going to have to reposition that tool so that I can do the facing cut on the OD portion of the register, because I can't come out much further than where I am now either. Limitations of a small lathe when you're putting a large chuck on it. So anyway, I'm going to put you back on the mount and then show you what one turning operation looks like with the vacuum off. With the vacuum on, you aren't going to hear anything, and I'm going to try to do this without overdubbing. Okay, we're going to take a 10,000th pass on the diameter. One of the nicest things about having the DRO on the lathe is being able to turn to diameters, not have to think as much. I'm running 350 RPM, which is a little slow, but I'm getting an acceptable surface. Again, with a lot of stick out on that tool holder, I don't want to do too much. You can see there's lots of dust. And there is a little bit of spring back on the tool. So I'm going to leave the camera running and we'll see what happens. decided to take it down to 130. Gives me plenty of leeway. Was not happy at all with the original position of the nozzle when I was doing that facing cut. So I tried something and basically rested it against the tool holder because it does flex. I mean, that's what it's designed for. So that worked pretty well. It collected a couple of 100% more than it did before, pretty much all the way through the cut. Oh, that's an okay finish. I'm going to try for a little bit better than that back here. And what I'm going to try, because I need to get out to here, because that's about the end of my travel on the cross slide. In fact, it is the end of the travel on the cross slide. Probably going to do this in 2 steps. And rely on the outer portion. If I lock that there, I can just get to the OD. Then when I wind in, I can get to about there, which is okay. I'm not touching the registration. And then I'm going to clean that up in a separate pass so I don't compromise the boss. Okay, that is the plan anyway. So the vacuum is coming back on, and okay, satisfactory finish. After some struggles, got the undercut in. And let's see how she goes. That's pretty good. And since the back plate's a little warm, I expect it to be a little tight. Alright, I'm going to take a break and clean up, and then come back at this probably tomorrow. I need to get the clearance holes and counter bores on the back side of the back plate for the mounting bolts, and I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet, but I'm inclined to put it on the mill and use the DRO there to do a 3-bolt pattern based on the dimensions on the print. So, thanks for your patience.